Good evening everyone and welcome to Suzuka Circuit for round 7 of the BSR Touring Car Championship presented by Engine Oils Direct. My name is Andrew Woodhouse and I'm joined today for this race, which should be a cracker, by Alex Simpson.
Yeah, hi Andrew, hi everyone. Good to be here in the comms box doing the first one, so should be a fun race. Suzuka, great track. This little short east circuit, is it? Wow, yeah, it's going to be action-packed, I'm sure of it.
Yep, you've had a promotion this week, mate. You must be thrilled.
Yeah, that's it. I'm multitasking. So.
That's it. It's only a 2.24 kilometre course, 7 corners. It's the famous S's section for those who watch Formula 1. For those who don't, you should expect great action with these touring cars. Many different lines can be taken, and you're going to see some slipstreaming battles down that main straight and into turn 1. Alex, I believe we've got a track guide for the viewers at home.
Yeah, Jamie's been kind enough to put another one together. We'll have a quick look at that before we take a look at the championship standings and team standings, see how everybody's getting on.
Hello, I am Jamie Rushworth and this is a lap guide of Suzuka East layout in the Kia Optima. Heading down the main straight into turn 1, brake at the brown patch in the grass on the left. Don't brake too hard as the wheels will lock up, sending you wide. Late apex around the second part of turn 1, but don't apply the throttle too early. Give a small dab of brake and turn in early for 3. Another dab of brake and a late apex at 4. Enter 5 from the middle of the track and aim for the green curb on the inside. Middle entry again for 6, let the car scrub off speed to the apex at the end of the corner, staying right to enter turn 7. Keep a small amount of throttle up the hill and aim to catch the curb just as it finishes. Take lots of curb and apex early for 8, letting the car move to the outside. Aim to get the straightest exit from the corner for maximum speed down the straight. That lap time was a 52.065 and was set with the iRacing default weather. The setup used for the lap can be found in the video description.
Thanks again to Jamie for that great track guide and showing everyone what's to come. Evening of racing, and we've got 3 races again, like in every BSRTC meeting. Just quickly, before we run through the qualifying standings, we've got about 6 minutes left of the warm-up, so I'm going to take you through the championship standings after 6 races, and what a difference one race made in round 6. Ashley Sutton DNF'd, he was disqualified from the 3rd race of the day. That put him from a 70-point lead down to 3rd place in the championship. Wojciech Swiridovich was the main benefactor of that. He now leads Stefan Hoog by 22 points. So Apex Racing TV on the top of the pile. Alex, that's not necessarily a bad thing at all, is it?
No, because we're not biased at all or anything like that. It's great to see Wojciech up there. So yeah, Stefan Hoog though, I mean, just watching these first 6 races, he's been particularly consistent, and I think actually just goes to show how consistency's been the key thing. Ashley's been smashing it from the first 5 races, and it really just that one race. He had one poor race, got disqualified with the instant limit, I think it was, and finds himself down in 3rd place.
Yeah, the Swiss Superman Stefan Hoog up there in 2nd, and you've got Andreas Katz for Karcher in 4th, Simon Field in 5th, for Engine Oils Direct, Russell Laidler 6th, and Linus Broström, Laura Bond 8th, Benjamin Gregory 9th, and Jamie Rushworth in 10th. So Rushworth has had a horrible start to the season. Alex still finds himself in 10th. He'll think that's pretty decent going. Yeah,
I mean, he's raced 2 and 3 of the weeks have been absolutely disastrous. So to still be in the top 10, that's pretty good going, to be honest. I mean, worth pointing out. No, not at all. I was just going to say it's worth pointing out Benjamin Gregory, the top-placed AM driver as well, up there in 9th place. Good performance all round from him too.
Yeah, we've seen him in the thick of the action so far in the first 6 races. Heading on down to... We've got the team standings, or is it the ES Trophy next?
Yeah, just quickly looking from sort of 11th down to 20th as well. Just a few drivers to pick out there. Matt Walker, the 2nd of the AM drivers, in 14th place for Lugnuts Racing, trying to sort of catch up there.
Your own's in there as well.
Yeah, your own's in there. Obviously had that good win at Silverstone. So yeah, Ellis Stevens, Elite 220. Actually, those guys seem really consistent as well. So I expect them to make a bit of a run at the team championships later on. So yeah, a few more AM drivers in there mixing it in that top 20. So we'll have to keep an eye on those guys, see how they progress throughout the rest of the season. But
actually only 31 points between Rushworth in 10th and Janowski in 18th, so very close in that midfield battle.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that midfield battle is going to be key really for guys really sort of putting in some interesting moves throughout the rest of the season. We've got a long way to go still. Yeah, just having a quick look at the team standings now as well. Timo leading the way at the moment, 1,507 points. Elite 220 up there. Obviously, I said they look quite strong, but yeah, if they can get Jamie just to get some successful second and third races in, they could be at the top of that championship. Lugnuts Racing leading the way for the Pro-Am.
Yeah, and that's great to see as well. The Pro-Am outfit up there in third place. They've got every shot at second place as well. I think we expect Elite 220 to make a run forward at some point, especially with Jamie Rushworth. Hopefully he can improve his form. But then you've got CQR. Somewhat surprising that CQR aren't leading the championship, but again, just those couple of poor finishes hurting them, Alex.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I think consistency is going to be really important for team race as well, as we see a little bit of carnage going on out there at the moment.
I think we can expect that in the race as well. Maybe even in race one, Alex, to be fair. A lot of different lines can be taken. You're a bit of a Suzuka man, so what's the key to getting this S's section right, I suppose, in any car?
Yeah, actually, I mean, those S's you can make so much time up through there. The key thing to remember with them is that every corner leads into the next one, and you actually have to compromise every single exit all the way up until the very last corner. It'll be slightly different here because obviously we're not going up around the Dunlop curve, we're taking a right-hander back towards the main straight, so you don't have to worry too much about compromising the sort of the long right at the end of the S's section. So guys will just be taking a normal line through there, bleeding out wide, and that'll sort of set them up nicely for the final right-hander.
I think what we've seen in the qualifying and in the warm-up is, guys, you can run different lines through there and you can actually make overtakes work.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it. Definitely can see some overtakes going on in there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all works out. I mean, turn 1, turn 2 definitely got a viable chance to overtake. So
yep.
keep an eye on that throughout the race, I think.
Got to be brave into turn 1 though, haven't you? You've made moves there before. It's the big man's game down there.
Yeah, absolutely. So got to make sure you're sort of committed and you're alongside. You don't really want to be trying to do anything late. It's very fast entrance into that corner. Just brought up qualifying standings, Andrew. Just having a quick look through there as well. We've got Jacobo Lopez. It's actually showing as privateer for the moment, but I think he's racing for Team O tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll have to get some clarification. Ashley Sutton in second place. Jamie Rushworth is third with Wojciech in fourth. Row 3, you've got Graham Carroll, second of the Apex Racing TV cars, and Andreas Katz. David Baker for what will be the second of the Timo cars, and Stefan Hoog as well. So if Lopez is running for them, Timo have got 3 cars in that top 10.
Yeah, it's a good effort from David Baker as well to out-qualify Stefan Hoog, but Hoog's slightly off the pace here, so maybe it's not quite the it's not quite his best track, but I think we'll see some fireworks in this first race. 24 laps, so a lot of laps going on. Do you think traffic might be a problem near the end, especially with damaged cars?
Yeah, maybe. I'm just seeing a couple of I've just seen a slight error on the infographic that we've got on screen. Obviously it's saying Virginia, but just to clarify, we are at Suzuka, so apologies for that.
Yep, and just a second.
Yeah, just waiting for the guys just to take to the grid at the moment. There's a lot of cars out there. It's definitely going to be an interesting first lap here. You can see everybody just reading up at a minute. Just there's so many out there. How many we got? 40 taken to the start-finish line. I think we're just waiting for Robert Graham. No, he's made it as well. So lights are going to be coming on any minute.
We'll see as the carnage will ensue, no doubt. Revs are rising. And it's green at Suzuka. And immediately Como Lopez moves across to cover off Ashley Sutton. That might allow Jamie Rushworth around the outside. Como Lopez leading into turn 1. And Sutton's gone wide. Oh, that's the AstroTurf. You don't want to be out there. That might allow Wojciech to go through the championship rival side by side into turn 3. And Sutton's lost it nearly. And he somehow manages to just retain balance on that CQR car.
Oh, got big crash further back as well. Cars in the middle of the circuit.
Robert Burton's gone off as well. Robert Plumley. Everybody called Robert's crashing, it seems. Steve Walker. Looks like most of them got through okay. And that's
it's brought out the yellow flag.
Safety car is out. So for the first time in this BSRTC of 2014, season 6, we have a safety car, and it's at Suzuka of all places. You wouldn't almost expect one here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised actually. That was, the guys there were in the middle of the track for a long time. Officials have called for a safety car to pop out on that one. So yeah, everyone's just going to form up.
I don't know if you have a replay, Alex. There.
Yeah, I was just
did you see what happened?
See if we can find it. I just want to point out at the start as well that Lopez got himself all out of shape going into turn 1, and I think that's what put Sutton off and caused him to go wide and all out of shape for that section. So.
Oh, it was at the first corner. It was a huge one, wasn't it? It was just this grid's so big that they all went round turn 1 before we managed to see it. It looked like Plumley, I believe. Oh, big sandwich. One of the eBay cars flipped right over. I think it was Richardson. And then
just trying to find where
Gearing was involved.
Robert's gone off now. Apologies for all of the flashing on screen, but we don't seem to be getting anywhere. We don't seem to be jumping back, which is a bit of a shame.
So Plumley was involved definitely in something different. Actually, that wasn't him. Let's go back. It was another CQR car, wasn't it? That was it was Andrew Whitehead who was involved at the back. eBay car was Steve Richardson. And Hefford was involved, and a couple of the cars with the Scottish flags on the top. I think Wilson was in the gravel, and one of his teammates was upside down. Tough going back there. Was there anything else further round, or was it just this?
No, that was it really. I didn't see anything else. It's a shame I can't bring it up. I'm not really sure what's going on with the control system at the moment.
There was a bit of something actually involving gearing round the outside of turn 2 as well, which turned into a bit of a mess. Oh, and then some in the S's as well. Yeah, it was a bit of a messy first lap. We've seen, to be fair, we've seen pretty good laps, haven't we, from the guys so far this season?
Yeah, there's not a lot of room through those S's, so I'm not surprised that there's been a little bit of coming together. It was just unfortunate that the car, got turned around and ended up in the middle of the circuit.
Safety car is out.
Tim's just confirming for me in the chat as well that Lopez is Team O. I'm pretty sure we updated that, but I can only imagine that he must be down twice in our little overlay system.
Lights aren't flashing on the safety car, so I would assume that means that it's coming in this lap.
Yeah, it's first
again,
time actually that we've seen it, so I'm guessing we're looking at single file restarts here. So
I think it's possibly the first time I've ever seen the safety car on iRacing on a road course. Bit of a novelty.
Yeah, I think you might be right actually. I don't think I've seen it before as well, so.
Which I think it should come out more often, but some large incidents ruining some races. It would get some races back together, wouldn't it? But see what Como Lopez can do. He's beginning to back up the pack now. Going to get a good exit from this last corner when the pace car comes in. I believe it has already. So then Kobe Lopez nails it. And look at this. Look at behind Wojciech. Trying to get the jump on Sutton. Surely he can't overtake until the start-finish line, which they have passed now. Wojciech to the outside of, and you can see Rushworth defending from Sutton. Sutton cuts right across. And that's not going to work in there, surely. And again, that's really forceful by Sutton, but he's made a really good move around the outside.
Both drivers actually gave each other the room they needed to there. Could have easily ended up with another safety car there if Jamie had sort of pushed the case on the inside there, but let Sutton have the room.
I'll be honest, I probably would have caused an accident there, because I wouldn't have expected Sutton to come right across like that. But it's good driving, it's fast driving, he's got through. Needs to be careful, you know, he got disqualification in the previous round, he doesn't want that again.
Now just looking at Katz here in 6th place, Lopez puts the fastest lap, first time we finish a lap under full steam.
Former champion Lopez looking good so far.
Tell you what, actually that safety car has done, it's just broke the pack up a little bit, because I think a few guys might have been dozing when everybody sort of dropped it ready to go there, but
I agree.
Yeah.
Like say Matt Walker might have been one of those that was slightly asleep. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Ben Gregory. Ben Gregory spun Peter Newman off.
Yeah, rejoins just at the back of that little pack. Well, it looks like he's got a little bit of damage on the front left of the car there as well.
Got Smolensky and Saltalamakia going on at the back. Looks like everybody's made it round.
Katz is really starting to put the pressure on Carroll. And I'm not sure what's going on with Sutton, but he's dropping back at the moment.
Yep.
Down into 8th place. I'm guessing that must have been a slowdown penalty, so slots back in place.
Gonna have a quick look at that while you're... Yeah, I think, yeah, it definitely was. See what he did there. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so the first part of the right-hander he missed completely. He went over the inside too much. So that was a slowdown penalty delivered. So he's right in front of his teammate Russell Laidler now.
Lopez has got a 1.4 second lead out front from Jamie Rushworth. Wojciech Svidovic in 3rd place, Graham Carroll 4th, Andreas Katz in 5th, Stefan Hoog, Simon Field, Sutton in 8th, Laidler 9th, and David Baker in 10th.
So 51.65 for Lopez, 51.69 for Rushworth. But remember, Sutton was in the middle of those two. That's where the gap has come from. And you see Apex Racing TV, Wojciech Swidovic and Carroll. Tough battle with Katz and Hoog is in there and Simon Field. So this could all kick off at any minute, I would say, Alex. A lot of the championship contenders in here.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very tricky. No one's going to be doing anything on this first race. You know, points are up for grabs. They've qualified, got themselves a good position. They don't really want to be throwing it away very, very quickly. But on the other hand, they know they could potentially get the reverse grid. So, yeah, there's different mindsets out there, really, when I think about it.
Yep.
As Svidovic goes a little bit wide, he's under pressure here from his teammate. Carroll having a look down the outside. He's got
Katz is going to go for the middle. Is he a madman? Potentially.
Let's look at the inside. It's blocked down.
And he's a bit of contact. I think Katz just slightly made contact, and Sutton up the inside of Simon Field. I think he actually scared him off the road there. That's the thing, when Sutton makes a move, he's very, very decisive. Can be good and bad, but he's definitely very good.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of some of the bad, shall we say, in previous races. I know Adams picked up on it before. I think it's Silverstone very aggressive out there, but makes it work. I have to say, sometimes you want people to be assertive when they're going for a move. You want to know what they're doing rather than half-heartedly put your nose in there. That's the ones that tend to cause the crash. So when you go for it, go for it.
It works in his favour as well. You know this, that sometimes if somebody is known for pulling aggressive moves, the guys are more willing to. They sort of anticipate that, don't they? And they jump out of the way quickly. And he's looking in turn 2. He's looking for every single chance.
Just having a little bit of a look further back. Laura Bond sat in 22nd place. She's right on the tail of Peter Newman with his damaged car out there. Daniel Hunt just behind those two.
Newman's not doing too badly to be in 21st with that damage that he took, though.
Yeah, he's coming under a fair bit of pressure from Bond here. She wants to get past as quickly as possible, sensing that damage, I think, wants to make a move as quickly.
And you see Smolenski all over the back of Halit Ertas there, and he just can't get through. He's so much quicker than him, but no chance of passing at the minute. Oh, as he just hit him. He has maybe frustration more than anything. He just clobbers the back of that DMR car. But Ertas, defending really nicely, picking the right lines and blocking off the right parts of the track, so Smolenski can't get through. Good stuff.
Yeah, this is Smolenski's opportunity. I was going to say, this is his opportunity. He looks like he was alongside, but
Mr. Ertas seemed to slow down, which kind of fortunately destroyed that battle.
Steve Walker on the back of Ben Palmer here as well, going into turn 1. No opportunity to make a move there.
Niels Jordan was one of those guys who looked like he got big damage at the start. His Karcher car looks absolutely awful going through us. So Rachel Whitefield with a lot of damage on that car as well. The Lugnuts racing machine all over the place.
Adam Terry here for DG Racing. I thought for a minute he had a great run on Simon, but looks like Simon just got a slight better exit out the final curve. So there's a huge gaggle starting to form now from Wojciech here.
Indeed. Holy cow. Graham Carroll, Wojciech, and then Katz, then Hoog, then Sutton, then Laidler, Baker, Field and Terry. Got to wonder, Alex, do you think Graham Carroll should maybe let Wojciech go past and chase after the victory here?
Yeah, he looks quick, doesn't he? So it definitely looks like he's being held up. It's a tough one to take, but at the end of the day, it's great to see that the guys are just makes a big mistake, very sideways, job done.
Well, he's off the track as well. He's in Timo Glockland out there. You don't want to go there. Wojciech Swidovic then up into 3rd place, and the podium beckons for him. Can he now convert that promising pace into challenging Jamie Rushworth or indeed Enrico Lopez? But we're already halfway through this race, Alex. It's gone very, very quickly. Lap 12. Oh, there's been a contact, I think. It might have been between Laidler and Carroll as Carroll came back on. He lost a few places, did Carroll, down that main straight. So from 4th to what was 6th, and I think he's now 7th.
I think we called it though at the start of this race when we were talking, saying that potentially could be huge packs here as well, and a bit of a draft train. It definitely looks like what we've got here. These guys, absolutely nothing between them at the moment. Make a little mistake, you're losing 3 or 4 places.
Tom Stanley's on the move, Alex. He's in 13th place, and he's about half a second a lap quicker than Daniel Kraft. Just can't get through at the moment. I reckon he could get on the back of that lead pack if he was to get by Kraft. You're going to have a look into turn 1.
Yeah, Stanley driving for Apex Racing TV as well this week. One of the reserve drivers.
I feel like he's got some good speed out there. Got a good front end on that Kia. Seems to be able to put it wherever he wants. But it's just so difficult to overtake unless the guy makes a mistake in this section. Try and set him up, yeah, but he's always going to be able to block the apex where you need to be.
You can see he's trying to set up some sort of move as well.
His best chance of a setup will be here. Stay as right as he can and then try and undercut him. Just at the place where he wants the good drive. Kraft, he gets it.
Yeah, absolutely. Kraft looks like he's got that final corner absolutely nailed. Just going to jump back up. We've got a little bit of action going into turn 1 here.
Oh, a lot of action. It's Hoog and Sutton.
Side by side, Sutton, I think he's going to have the inside here. He does, takes the position, moves himself up to P5.
Again, another aggressive move, but if the guys aren't resisting, if the guys aren't defending themselves, standing their ground, Sutton's got every right to move on through. I mean, you know what it's like to be at the highest level of competition, Alex, fighting with some of the best drivers in the world. You've got to stand up for yourself in those packs, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. The pack driving, something that you don't always get to experience in the official series. That looks crazy close down there. Svidovic having to defend.
And this is the point. Oh, there's been a contact on the straight. This could end really badly as Sutton's going around the outside. Wojciech up the inside. Sutton, there's no way
Sutton's
through.
gonna pick up a
He's going to
place.
get Katz. He shoves Katz a bit wide, almost into Wojciech. Sutton's going to.
Carroll's off in the background as well, I think. Sutton's going to get them both here. Amazing
Oh, Wojciech's
driving.
on the curb, and they make contact. Wojciech's going down the outside. Sutton shoves him wide. Is he going to shove him off the track? He does. And somehow we all get through safely. And again, you know, just the extra bravery that Sutton has, probably coming from the real world racing, Alex. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide, and I say that he loses 2 places, and now maybe Stefan Hoog can capitalise on it. And look at this train.
I think we're going to get a repeat of this lap all
Bump
over
drafting.
again.
Katz was bump drafting Wojciech. Sutton to the outside again. But again, there's just no way through unless someone makes a mistake.
Cat's a little bit wider this time. Sutton's going to get back up the inside.
I think Katz is going to have the line here. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, Sutton makes contact with Katz. Only slight contact. These Kia Optima's proven to be really durable. As Katz goes for the inside, and I tell you what, Alex, these are 2 of the most aggressive drivers in this series, Katz and Sutton.
I think the guys just behind us are just egging these lot on as well. They just want to see some 3-car pile-up. Thank you very much. I'll take those positions.
They're being quite patient, aren't they? I think on purpose. It's like changing the demeanour. But Wojciech, for whatever reason, he just cannot get off the last corner with any sort of good speed.
Yeah, it's really hurting him if he's having to go extremely
Oh, and he's
defensive.
weaving a bit. That's a bit naughty.
He's got to hold that inside line.
He's got-
Sutton's going to have a look around the outside this time.
Sutton drifting it into turn 1. He's not going to go all the way around, is he? No, there's no chance he can make that work.
Tries
He's-
a little bit of a cutback. He's going to see if he can place his car on the outside.
But again,
He'll have the
Wojciech's got to
inside.
hold. He's got to hold his ground, otherwise Sutton's going to take it from him. And they bang wheels again as they come over the curb now. Sutton drifting that Kia Optima. Wojciech's up the inside. He's taking a lot of curb. They make contact for the second time. Proper touring cars here, and up the hill towards what would have been the Dunlop curve. This is going to end badly, Alex. I can see it. There's only one outcome. Let's go. Oh, Sutton's lost it again. I think that was another slowdown.
Yeah, he saw he just made contact with the back of Svidovic there.
And that might have rescued about 6 cars from certain death. As,
Again,
Andreas
Svidovic
Katz
having to
again.
defend the inside. Cat's having a look. He wants the inside this time. He's not having it.
Has Wojciech got a bit of aero damage maybe on that? He just
got
seems
a
slow in
little-
a straight line.
Does look like he's got a little bit of wing damage there at the back, but I can't see that be slowing him down too much. Just doesn't seem to be getting off that final turn as well as the rest of the guys.
Because he looked quicker than Carroll, didn't he? And as soon as Carroll moved out of the way, he just hasn't had great pace. And
Just
now you've
wanna,
got to watch a bit further back. Sorry, Alex, I don't think we can take our eyes off this battle. I think Ashley Sutton is going to line up David Baker here, but David Baker almost acting as a rear gunner for Stefan Hoog. Got the Englishman and the Swiss for Team O, isn't it?
Again, same situation. We've got down into turn 1.
Thing is, there's nothing else Katz can do, is there? You know, he has to try to go around. Not going to make it. As long as Wojciech can... Wojciech, I wonder if his tyres have gone, you know. Because he just doesn't look like he's got any pace whatsoever at this point in the race. And look, Sutton muscling past Baker now. And you've got to go some backbone, boys. You've got to stand up to this. Brilliant. It's really brilliant, forceful driving, but you know, only Wojciech so far has been able to really battle him.
Yeah, I guess a few guys there just worried more about keeping it on the black stuff than really going wheel to wheel. I have to say, Katz looks closer than he's ever been. He's up the inside this time.
Oh, now then. I don't think this is going to be contested. But look on the outside, Stefan Hoog almost getting involved in this as well. Wojciech brakes exceptionally late. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
He's
Katz
going to
actually
retain it.
nails that. I think he's going to have this. Katz needs to hold the outside all the way around this left-hander. He's not going to do it.
Wojciech held the middle of the track beautifully. This is brilliant touring car racing, Alex. We can't take our eyes off this one.
Yeah, there's a few battles going on further back, but sorry to those involved. We're going to stick with this.
Sutton just launched the nose up the inside. Hoog saw it coming, just about managed to react in time. I've got to say, Ashley Sutton is much as we talk about aggressive nature, he's got a lot of talent if he can just control it. And now Wojciech really needs to stay to the inside line. We could have about 4 cars wide here.
Yeah, Sutton having a look, just a little bit too far back from Hoog to make a move.
Hoog just gently brings it into turn 1. And as well, Alex, the other drivers will know that Sutton got disqualified from the last race. And they know that he needs to be a bit more considered as an approach here.
Yeah, he's obviously had a few off tracks, but I don't think he's getting anywhere near that limit. I don't know, there's been
some car contact.
I was about to say, there's been some car-to-car contact as well, so he could be on the edge as well.
Wojciech must be close in that case. Cat's trying around the outside. Oh, you're not going to get it done there, Andreas. He nearly loses the back end. And again, there was a bit of contact, I think, between Simon Field and Graham Carroll. Field and Terry, Alex, have gone onto the back of this group. Stanley still can't get past Dan Kraft.
Yeah, it's not going to be long before those two as well, Kraft and Stanley, join the back of this pack.
Oh, Sutton's trying everything. His tyres must be in a state. And meanwhile, Adekoba Lopez getting horribly held up on the DMR cars, their back marker. 5.6 seconds in front. These guys are now 10 seconds behind due to Wojciech's lack of pace. 52.8 that last time round. I think I was going faster than that in testing the car on track.
Yeah, Rushworth as well, just not having to look behind him at all. Let's jump back to this battle because this train is never ending.
Closer. He's even closer, and now Wojciech's goose is cooked. Katz is going to go up the inside. Who's got a tremendous run? He's got a lot of slipstream. Can he make the move as well? His best move would be to stay to the inside, try and follow Andreas Katz. There's Sutton around the outside. That's brilliant. So much grip there for the Englishman.
Wojciech as well around the outside manages to hold on to it as well. He learnt from Sutton that lap where he tried to go around the outside. So those guys just managing to hold that outside line. Amazing. Hoog having a little look up the inside. He wants that place back.
2 laps to go. And we can see some great championship ramifications here. 2 guys going round the outside of the first corner. Really brave stuff, because you just one wheel on the AstroTurf and that's you done. You move to the back of this line. And look at this.
He's had to get out of it.
Has to get on the brakes. And this could allow Sutton to go into the lead. Marinovic is desperately clinging to the inside line, but Katz doesn't want to lose second. Oh! And it's happened again. Sutton off big time round the outside of the turn of the first corner. He comes back on just behind his teammate.
He's managed to hold on to it. Katz is still in there as well, but he's lost the place to Hoog.
A lot of contact going on in this first race. Brilliant though.
I can hear him going on a bit further back again.
Niels Jordan's coming up to be lapped. Stefan Hoog looking round the outside. I got a bit excited earlier on. I said this was for the lead.
This is going to be a straight out race to the start finish line.
The race has been won by Adekoba Lopez, and it's just Wojciech for third. I got so excited I thought this was for the win. Rushworth, I forgot about Lopez. He was off in the distance. Rushworth second. What an amazing race.
Yeah, we missed the winner of the race coming across there to take he smashed it out there. So 15 seconds clear, 6 seconds from Rushworth, but 17 from that chasing pack.
Brilliant.
Rushworth as well, he got himself into second and he was out of that fight, and that made his first race afternoon all the easier while those guys just went for it.
Oh, Sutton got another slowdown. The final corner. And then he was hit by what looks like Graham Carroll when he slowed down right on the inside of the corner. Slightly questionable stuff from him, but 10th place, I mean, that's not the best result for his championship, is it?
Not what he wanted. No, he needed to bounce back after that disqualification. But I'm sure he'll be back for the next rounds. Let's have a quick look at the final Standings, if you could take us through that, please, Andrew.
Yep. Adeko Lopez was dominant here. He took the lead from pole position and he won it by 6 seconds, which is, a fair amount on this track. Jamie Rushworth in second. That's a really good performance from him. I mean, 10th in the championship. His season kick-started with that right there. Wojciech Swiatovic in third place. Great defensive driving from him all the way through the race. Stefan Hug in fourth place and Andreas Katz in fifth. David Baker once again sixth. It's becoming his customary position. Russell Laidler in seventh. Then Adam Terry, a very crafty eighth. Simon Field ninth. Ashley Sutton 10th. And Tom Stanley, who had good pace throughout. Watch out for him in race 2. He's in 11th place. Then Graham Carroll 12th. Dan Craft in 13th. Linus Brostrom 14th for Lugnuts. Richard Wilde in 15th. Then Yalmari Raipolina in 16th ahead of Laura Bond by 0.2 of a second. Then Benjamin Gregory in 18th. Daniel Hunt 19th. Pete Newman 20th. Then Alexander Smolensky in 21st. Steve Walker was 22nd. Matt Walker was 23rd. Steve Hefford 24th. Then Ben Palmer, Andrew Whitehead, Dorio Saltalamacchia, Robert Graham, then Robert Burton. Ali Ertas was 30th. Niels Jordan was 31st. Last three were a lap down. Robert Plumley 32nd. Then we lost David Brock, Dries Neese, Rachel Whiteford, John M. Roberts, Steve Richardson, Peter Van Gool, Gordon Wilson and Aaron Gearing to first lap accidents.
What a race, Andrew. That was just amazing. More of the same for the next race, please.
I was tired before that race. I've woken up now. That was really good. Like Suzuka, we wondered, didn't we, about the East Circuit and whether it provided the excitement maybe that the full course would, but I think that question's been answered, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That was probably the best race I think I've ever seen on iRacing.
It was very, very good. And you know what it was as well? Yes, there was contact. Yes, it was hard racing. But nobody had to retire from the race at the front of the race because of that. Nobody was taken out. It was, it was give and take, wasn't it?
Yeah, honestly, it was. Yeah, I'm blown away by that, actually. Some of the driving out there, I mean, very aggressive, but very fair as well. So, just awesome. And yeah, I can't wait for the next round. And talking about the next round as well, I've got the magic dice on screen right now.
Ah, yes, the man of many talents returns to his roots with the dice.
Yeah, that's it. It's my favourite part of the show.
I think it's everybody else's now. Like I say, you're going to have to live stream this with a top hat on or something.
Right, so customary 3 rolls, and then we're going to find out who it is who's going to take pole position for the next round. So, my customary 3 rolls. So, P20th comes up first, then 17th, then 18th, and here we go. Final roll of the dice. Pole position will be 17th again. Who was that?
Laura Bond.
Laura Bond gets the pole position. I think that's second one of the season for Laura, is it not?
Yeah, it's 2 poles for Laura, so we'll see what she can do with that. Can she get that elusive podium finish? Which, so far this season, she's been very, very close to. So, what a race. We need time to recover. We're going to take 5-10 minutes, and then we'll be back with race 2 from Suzuka. So from Alex Simpson and Andrew Woodhouse, we'll see you very, very shortly.